Storm Tracker Doppler Radar, sponsored by Homeland Bank. And now, Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
It has been cold this morning with temperatures in the mid-20s across South Arkansas. We've been sitting mainly in the lower 30s across northeast Louisiana. Winds have fortunately been a lot calmer compared to how they've been the past couple of days, but they're still blowing about 4 to 5 miles per hour, picking up a little bit out towards around Monticello and close towards Greenville, where they're blowing about 5 to 10 miles per hour. But wind chills, they've been mainly in the upper 20s, so nonetheless, it has been chilly this morning, so bundle up as you're heading out. Looking at Storm Tracker Doppler radar, nice clean sweep across the region. Here's a live shot in downtown El Dorado where it has been frosty with dew points in the upper 20s, and temperatures have also been in the 20s as well. So very moist environment. That's the reason why we've had some frost develop this morning, especially in Arkansas. Current temperature in El Dorado is still 28 degrees, and winds are currently just calm out of the south, blowing about 3 miles per hour. We're at 27 up in Camden, at 30 and 31 Ruston and Monroe, also 31 up in Monticello. Here's a look at the current wind speeds, and still sitting between 5 to 10 miles per hour, making you feel just a little bit cooler than the actual temperature. It feels like 25 degrees Monroe, 26 Greenville, Monticello, and of course it feels like 24 degrees over in El Dorado. So if you're going to do anything today, just make sure you're bundling up this morning. Make sure you're covering all exposed skin during the morning hours. But once we hit lunchtime, we're going to be reaching more seasonal type temperatures back to the mid and upper 50s around lunchtime, and also for this afternoon we'll see clear skies and continue with the sunshine. We're currently sitting between two systems right now. High pressure just down to our south, still going to keep our weather pattern relatively quiet for today, but going into tomorrow night we are looking at the possibility of severe weather to return to our region. Right now damaging winds and hail look like they're going to be the primary threats, but still can't rule out the possibility of an isolated spin up that could pop up in the viewing area along the main line of storms that we'll see late tomorrow night. So looking at the future tracker, ahead of the actual cold front, we will see cloud cover start to build back up with those winds mainly out of the south. We'll see our moisture and dew point profile start to increase, and some of the cloud cover itself could limit the surface-based instability, which is kind of the reason why we remain just under a slight risk and haven't been upgraded, but we're still going to have enough parameters in place where we could possibly see maybe a spin up here or there. But again, we're mainly going to be on that lower end, but still not zero, so still everything's on the table. We'll be watching these as we go into late tomorrow night. So getting a little closer look, tomorrow afternoon we will see the possibility of some patchy showers develop out ahead that main line. This is going to be more of an overnight type of event, and around 4 o'clock in the morning, that's when the main line kind of moves on through. We could see really gusty winds with that main line, and then as we go later on towards Friday afternoon, most of the cloud cover in that system moves on out of here. But as we go into the start of the weekend, that's when the temperatures really begin to start to, I would say, plummet. And then as we go into Martin Luther King Day next week, we'll have another system that could potentially bring some wintry precipitation into parts of our area, mainly in South Arkansas and areas just north of I-20. Not looking like it's going to be a snow event, but we could potentially see freezing rain and possibly some sleet with the system next week. We'll see high 58 degrees for this afternoon, and tonight we'll see a low of 41 degrees, staying mostly clear. Then tomorrow we'll see those thunderstorms move in late tomorrow night that will go into the overnight hours of early Friday, and then this weekend temperatures dropping below freezing for overnight lows, and we could get very cold next week, possibly dropping down to the teens on Martin Luther King Day, and wintry mix still remains possible, and we could still remain in the teens by next Tuesday.